Hi again, it's Christina, or 5 Sizes 2 Small Studio. I want to do a quick tutorial about how to make buttons with the Tecre Model 150 is what I have, which is the size 1.5 inch or 38 mm, which is millimeter. It also has its circle cutter, which cuts the exact circle size for this machine. You don't have to worry about anything. So these buttons I'm creating for a convention this weekend, which is called Geekopolis, which is the 17th and 18th. I'll be going on the 18th, which is a Sunday, and be there basically the whole day. I will be having these pins for trade or giving them away. I had tried to get a booth, but it was just sadly way out of my price range. So I'm opting to give these away, sort of like pin trading, which I'm a big fan of as well. Only these are buttons, and they're limited hand-drawn. So with the circle cutter, I have my strip of the circles that I've already created, which I have an outline, and then I have my contact info with them. And like that, the contact info will be going on the outer rim of each button. So it's sort of like an extra ad space for you. So here's my artwork, and I'll just slide it through, positioning it so that it is within the circle and I'm not cutting off any of the important info. It's important to give yourself that template, otherwise you'll end up with some results that you wish you hadn't have. So you push down, very simple, but it sounds much worse than it is. Pull out your artwork, and there's a little metal piece here that you just push up. And there's your artwork. You don't have to go fishing for it in that little hole, which would be crazy. So I have my artwork now, and here is the button maker. I bought this size because I live in France and I really wasn't sure how easily I could buy replacement parts for this machine or what sizes, because of course going the different sizes from the US to France can be difficult. So with the 38 and 1.5, those are interchangeable. So that's why I got this size versus slightly smaller or slightly larger, because I didn't know when I'd be going back to the US to get replacement parts. So first things first, you have your button parts. You have the shell, you have the back that actually has the pin part, and you have this clear mylar, which is the protection for the artwork. So all these parts should just drop in. If anything doesn't fall in and is stuck, just get a magnet. If you can't, just pull it out and pull it out, because it is not worth ruining your very expensive machine just for a little piece of metal scrap that cost you basically nothing. So you're gonna drop in the shell, which you can see it just fell right in, no problems. You have your artwork, which you always want to position the artwork facing you. Always keep that in mind, or else you're going to get pins with the backs that are all weird and wonky, which is a big pet peeve of mine. So get it straight on, and then you put your mylar on, and then you just flip it. It's on its own hinge, so there's no way to get it wrong here. Pull down. It doesn't take too much force, and at this point the artwork is now stuck up here inside the button machine. It's just waiting for the back to crimp together. I've never had any mess up on me before. It's a really high quality machine. That's why I went with them in the first place. So you position it so that the actual pen part that you would pen to yourself is facing downwards into the machine. So you just drop it in, again, just fell right in, no problems, and then you position it so that it will be straight on as well with the pen. And you flip it. That's it. Pull down. And now, here it is. It just pops right out. It's a finished button. You couldn't ask for more. So these buttons will be traded and given away, like I said, at Geekopolis. If you're interested in seeing me there, it's at Revaya, R-V-A-Y-A. I'll have a link in the description on Twitter. And if you're interested in the Patreon campaign, which is running right now and probably for good, I'm offering artwork, goodie bags, an inside look as to how I draw and the whole process. So it's a pretty amazing campaign. I'm really liking what Patreon is doing, and I hope you'll be interested in supporting me. Thanks a lot. Bye.